I'm the
best we
only.
can-
I'm
The
the
best we
only
can
one
hope
who
for is
can.
new money.
I'm the only one who can.
By the way, hi everyone. Hope you like the high octane intro we got going.
Yeah, we're doing some planning. Hi everybody.
Hello.
As some non sequitur table talk. Maddie, I don't know if you've been keeping up with it, but NA FanFest has been going on.
Oh yeah.
And the announcements have been rolling in and have been some interesting stuff.
I saw something that there's a crossover.
Yeah, so the Alliance raid for the next expansion is going to be Neon Genesis Evangelion themed.
Yeah.
That's actually not what I'm excited for. If you believe it.
I share in that. I like NGE, but also I don't like things being recycled and and brought back from the dead. Like it was what it was. Just leave it be.
Maddie, don't let
I want to come back to 14.
Least,
please give me a reason to do so, and not this.
I would say at the very least, in terms of Neon Genesis Evangelion, it's not necessarily recycling things, given that like rebuild of Evangelion wasn't too long ago.
Isn't most of the lore for that show not even in the show?
Yeah, that's the proper response to it.
It's
90s anime question mark?
It's
Logic?
well 90s anime, 2000s anime, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But no, there's a lot of like Japanese only Evangelion media that we don't get. So Evangelion basically gets brought back up into the zeitgeist, at least in Japan, pretty often. But that's actually not what's got me excited. First things first, we're probably visiting another reflection of the new expansion called Evercold. That's exciting.
Okay.
They're finally expanding the character creator and doing actual like different like part selection for dyeing on certain pieces of gear, which more customization. Always happy about that. Certain character action customizations are also coming, although there's not too much thing about that. And we've got a hint at what the new tank role coming might be.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is going to be from way back in A Realm Reborn, but if you remember, the big guy who was basically part of Nero's crew, Ratatan, I believe his name is.
Oh,
with
right.
the gun, with the massive gun shield. That's probably going to be the new tank. And the range DPS, everyone's kind of thinking maybe someone who uses a ball. So like a blitz balls, a la
Okay.
like a la Waka. Yeah.
So it'd be like a
it's actually been
toss, like in the more traditional games, like a range, like a toss item user.
Well, not quite. It's probably more like a range DPS who, given that we're currently two support style like range DPS that give buffs and a range DPS that's selfish, it's probably going to be a more selfish range DPS, that like physical range DPS that I would imagine likely like get stuff very similar to like Tidus's Blitz Ace. Okay. Basically, I throw the ball, it bounces off the enemy. My combo is I kick the ball back at the enemy. Like that sort of style, I would imagine, if that is indeed the case. But no, there's been some hype stuff coming out, and for people who don't play, the free trial is getting updated next week to include Shadowbringers, which is a absolutely fucking amazing expansion. And if you haven't played an MMO, I would highly suggest that.
Wait, with the customization, does that mean that your Banui gets to wear a helmet now, or?
That's been a thing for a little while. They've actually updated that. They updated that in one of the patches
Oh,
recently,
okay.
so that the Viera and Hrothgar actually have a lot more headgear available
Okay.
to them. Not all of it, but there is a
Mm.
lot more that is available to them. Like, for example, hoods will actually go up now.
Okay.
Like hoods and things like that. There is still a lot of gear that won't show because of the ears, but hopefully that also changes amongst the QOL changes coming for 8.0. We'll see.
I guess I should say like that you can officially put up in the game, because there's definitely
Yeah.
workarounds with the fashion in 14. So.
Oh yeah.
Client side only mods sort of deal.
Yep.
Don't ask, don't tell.
hmm
Well, no, it's because it's technically against terms of service. So
Yeah, like don't identify your character, but if you accidentally find, oh man, there's this really interesting picture that some random person on a random iteration of 14 somewhere, completely anonymously, even though this same person keeps finding the same characters over and over again in different outfits, or the depending on any of your all's flavors, because there are Banuis.
I ain't gonna say no.
Cats,
Spent a
and
lot of time G-posing.
there are very impossibly like triple C thick Lalafell as well. So, like, they might as well just be like that one. Who was the girl from Willy Wonka that turned into a blueberry and had to get like rolled out?
Violet Beauregard.
Violet, yeah. Like, some of these people definitely push dimensions in unique areas.
Oh yeah, and that's just the tame stuff.
That is actually. I wasn't even talking about NSFW things. I'm talking about just like physical morphology and.
I've seen things. Unspeakable things that must never be repeated to anyone.
Nerd.
But surely nothing as bad as some Skyrim mods that are out there, right?
Oh no, worse.
It's not Skyrim. If you are unfortunate enough to be a child in the early 2000s and a fan of Sonic.
Closer. Much closer.
Oh my.
Oh,
well, I know what we're talking about after we come in. Let's get this shopping over with. There's other things I want to discuss than just
the fan base is diverse.
Yes.
You mean fucking weird.
Well, welcome to Table Talk, everyone. You all have had a healthy heaping healthy dose of it right now. Anything else that you want to bring up, Lethality? You got a thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I do, and that's basically what I was going to segue into very quickly. I mean, my players are loving it, but they're also at the same time not very happy with me. Especially Coffee.
Big Sag.
I threw a car at him.
You did.
Because the hunter cell had decided to somewhat make their move against the coterie, and that involved
Apparently no
what the more lupine persuasion would consider an abomination. Who is loosely aligned with the Society of St. Leopold, hunting down our dear socialites Clayton and Valentina. Whilst Judge and Ashton ran into a mage that then got consumed by something much bigger and much nastier.
Mages.
It's kind of hard to fight off the like 9-foot tall vicissituded thing with arms that has a mouth in its stomach trying to consume you. Not when you're not built for it.
I was thinking that was either a Nosferatu or it was a horrid form of buddy.
Neither.
Damn.
And then of course you finally have Sky and Lucy, who ran into a literal pack of lupines, who have decided to muscle their way into the city and claim a little piece for themselves.
Hooray!
All
Stick
because
'em on the hunter
Sky
thing.
didn't want to pay. Sky didn't want to pay the freaky paranoid blacksmith with her blood.
Hunters,
The resolution to
and
all
mages
this
and
and more
lupines.
tomorrow. On Christmas by Red Hellfire.
In approximately 24 hours.
Approximately.
God,
Approximately.
hunters, mages, lupines, and vampires in the same spot. That's fun.
Well, I don't know, Raven. Are you gonna get?
Lethality likes to do these things. He likes
for
to toss
some-
everything from the World of Darkness into one game.
Well,
To be
Is
fair,
someone
this
gonna
is actually
call
the-
Cleveland? Like,
well,
that's
then
your specialty.
almost. Then, if that's what lethality likes to do, there are almost assuredly some changelings there.
Oh, yeah, there is.
The
one.
story opened up with that.
And they're aware of
We're aware of what
where that is.
Oh
But
boy!
no, this is the first game that I've actually really done that, like, more multi-slatting type thing. It's not a thing that I would normally recommend for the World of Darkness, but this is a, like, Hellfire in its general form is a war chronicle. So, like, the Gehenna War is at their doorstep. They are basically on the front lines of the last Camarilla city in Australia, as the former prince has basically fallen to the beckoning and left. So everyone's trying to move in. Lupines want their territory back. The Anarchs want a piece. The Sabbat wants a piece. The Hunter's Hornet Nest has been kicked, and they want to get rid of everyone because blank bodies are bad for business. What's a blank body? Everything's a blank body.
I have a kid.
Sky's itching to try her new power. All right, well,
That is a FIFA
24 hours from now over in Coffee Cat stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over at Coffee Cat Presents. Here on Twitch.
Oh,
Yes,
speaking of Felix, baby, and Coffee Cat, Coffee, did Felix forgive you?
Yes.
Okay.
They forgave me pretty quickly after I gave them treats.
Amazing how that happens.
Cats are
In
very
fact-
easily bribed.
In fact, we all had a nap earlier today. I gave them some treats as soon as I sat down here at home, and then yeah.
The cat's got a visit to the vet, and Felix in
Wellness check and
particular.
rabies shots. Yep.
Yep, Felix in particular ended up getting a personal scan. But the vet at least had the the politeness to lube it up first. Nothing a dollop of Vaseline won't cure. Although the look on his face was, he was.
He was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yep.
But since Kiki is 14 years old, she is developing arthritis, so I might have to look into kitty cat Advil.
Yep.
To get her some joint pain relief.
So Raven, if you got suggestions, pass them along.
It's really only on discomfort. She's not experiencing any like serious pain. But
Also, thank you, Craigar, and welcome. But yeah, that was
a little
an
Advil
adventure.
couldn't fix. Yep.
Anything else, Coffee? Because you have your own Wednesday vampire what's it going on?
San Antonio by Night Blood Gambit, where last episode is available as a VOD here on Twitch. If you want to go and take a look, it'll be available on Wednesday this coming up on YouTube, so just keep an eye out for that. But in the most recent episode, we did a little bit more of a personal delve into each of the characters, where conversations were had and touchstones were touched in a we touched on things when it came to touchstones.
It was intense.
Very intense. Amber sent off an email to her sire on the front lines of the Gehenna Whore. So we'll have to see if her sire actually responds. And yeah, Ambush and his ghoul Covert, who's also his girlfriend, also had an interesting conversation as well. So some very personal things have been going on in the city of San Antonio this last episode, at least for the start of the night. What the rest of the night and the rest of the Chronicle has in store for these Camarilla spies in an Anarch city, well, you'll have to just find out on episode 12 on Wednesday.
Very good. Let's pop over to you, Evil. We're not in gopher mode yet. How are you doing, my friend? Are you feeling better?
Somewhat, I think.
Good. Road to recovery. With announcements like Final Fantasy 14, I you don't play that one, right? But there's others, like anything in the video game world or just in life in general that you wanted to bring up or talk about?
Well, I guess Warframe had their dev stream today, and yeah, I guess the June update is going to be interesting.
That word can mean a lot of things, my friend. What's interesting?
So, I guess a couple years ago, they released an update called Jade Shadows. And with it brought the Jade Warframe and a side story expanding on, like, there's some backstory with Jade and how she came to be, and one of our regular thorns in our side, the Stalker,
Mm.
and how they relate to each other. But that finished with kind of a little cliffhanger type thing. And this update, I guess, is going to add a new quest that's going to expand on all of that. And it's going to involve both time travel and the multiverse, basically. Which, I mean, for
No.
Warframe is nothing new.
No. Evil. Now, don't say those words. No. I do actually hope that it's fun and it adds to the story, but the meme on the channel is that those are the two things that I have a particular
We went to the
distaste for.
past and now the future is coming to us. Because what happened at the end of Jade Shadows is a baby was born. And basically, the adult version of that baby, both of them are coming from their respective futures to, I guess, recruit their father or something. So
This sounds like
Yeah.
it's BioShock, and
I was
I'm not smart
thinking
enough for that.
it was one of the Fire Emblems that happens. Why is it escaping me? But yeah. Well, then I hope it is good and compelling, and especially if they're doing it is cool that they're touching back on an older story then, and bringing that element back around while also pushing the overall game forward. So I do hope that is something exciting. It's getting the community talking. As apparently the 14 community is talking about the fan fest and what's coming out there too. So. Anything else, Evil? All right.
I don't know why, but I'm just kind of anxious about today.
Oh,
For some
for
reason.
for the game?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this is a gig you all are taking on where you're kind of having to pay up front, and then you could possibly get zero pay at the end of it.
Yeah.
At 0 pay.
But I will give you from human to human, from GM to player. You all have time to plan this and talk it out. So, I if anything, if the nervousness is there, you're thinking about it. You do want it to be successful. Do your best.
Played into covert, yeah.
And I'm. Maybe it's a weird compliment or a backhanded compliment. Not that I'm upset at it, but if you're nervous about it, that means you actually care about it. And I would much rather have that than go, what were we doing again? So we'll see. Because if I am also by your side, because about every time before our stream, I'm going over things. I'm like, man, I hope that they're going to like what's going to happen. I really hope I don't mess stuff up, or I put my foot in my mouth, or whatever else. But you know what, my friend? Evil, there's only one way to know, and that's to go. And that's what we're going to do. Well, Night Mage will be joining us. He's here, but not here. Maybe I should put up the loading screen again. Let's finish our table talk with you, Chameleon. Anything going on in your world or a digital world or something that you wanted to bring up to shake out the, kind of jazz hands and shake out the nervousness before we load in?
Probably a combination of watching multiple, currently here, World of Darkness streams.
Ah, okay.
And also because Dimension 20 is doing their first ever World of Darkness, I had a not entire dream, but a brief moment of my dream that was World of Darkness related. And it was just kind of a funny meme of just, I don't remember if I was one or if it was two other people, and it was just a mage and a vampire staring at each other, and they weren't able to do anything because there were a lot of people around, and either one would either break Masquerade or break Consensus.
Yeah.
So they were kind of just standing there. So,
You know what? If the mage couldn't figure out anything to do there, they either didn't have the right
mage-
spears or they
yeah,
weren't
no.
thinking hard enough.
Yeah, no, it's a dream, and I've barely played mage, but yeah.
I still,
wins
like,
out,
that's a
you
hell
know.
of a standoff.
The mage edges out the vampire in coincidental magic, but
The fun thing about mages is if I click my fingers, if I have the Force's sphere, right? If I click my fingers and make your nose bleed, that's vulgar. If instead of clicking my fingers, I punched you in the face, that's coincidental. Because if some rando saw me punch you in the face and you had a broken bloody nose, that's believable.
yeah.
That's what I like about that system.
Then again,
It's like just
getting
I stare at
getting that
you
close to a
and
vampire.
you have a heart attack.
I don't know if the mage
Oh,
wants
yeah,
to
but
be
it's just-
within melee of a vampire.
Just heart attacks happen at any moment, and as Evil said, and man, there's just always, all these natural gas pipes they just keep bursting, and they're everywhere, even in places you might not suspect, because they run under roads and sidewalks and
The good old entropy forces mage.
Damn, it sure is windy in this part of town.
yeah, that's
Be a shame if a power line fell.
that is exactly why I love that system so much.
That's about the
Oh
only
no,
thing for
you
me.
were just suddenly struck by lightning. It's
Well,
stormy outside.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
Anything else from you, Chameleon?
No, just been back with the old metaphorical axe Overwatch.
Uh-huh.
Can't stay away.
I mean, They've improved things significantly since I last.
In some
since
regards.
In some regards, yeah. I'm still not going back, but I can at the very least give Blizzard credit where credit is due. Improvements have been made. Improvements that shouldn't have had to have been made in the first place because it used to be like this, and they're reverting a lot of changes. But improvements have been made nonetheless.
Just it really sucks being a tank main because none of the tanks are the Gunner characters that everyone wants skins for. My main finally just got another good skin, and it's been years.
Who's your tank man?
Ramatra.
Oh, Ramatra. I
It's
used
a
to
crossover skin.
I was a Reinhardt Diva player back in the day, but then when Sigma dropped, I picked him up and never looked back because Sigma's Aya.
Well, the problem with that is I would love to be a Rhine main, but he's unplayable.
Just get yourself a jetpack, cat. They'll fly you around.
Overwatch 1 characters have a very big problem of I have a 2016 kit and it's 10 years later.
Yeah, they all need reworks.
I would love to play Soldier 76, except for the new hero Sierra has my ultimate on a 6-second cooldown.
I just throw him in my mouth a little. That's disgusting.
Let's see if let's see what skins you all choose here.
Do another.
As that's going to be the theme. Although, in fairness, you all technically haven't taken the job yet where we had left off. Technically you haven't. As you had met with Madame Vesper. So actually, you're looking at the target of the job that you may take. And I accidentally dragged this scream sheet into lobby, making a folder instead of whatever. How do I undo this?
I think it's in the 3 dots. 3 dots on the thing. I think you can move it.
There you go. I wanted to mute the double mic there. Okay. Move party ribbon, duplicate, archive, or delete. I don't want to delete this scene. I just want to extract it from the folder. All right. Well, that's fine. As long as if I can move the party ribbon, I'll figure this out later. Let's get y'all party ribbon here, and then we're gonna move the scene here so everyone can see. There she is. The lady of the hour, the twilight hour. This is Madame Vesper. And if you say, well, goodness, she looks like a statue, I will say, yes, she does. You met her at the Aurelia, which is her mobile-ish house, mansion, place of business, located in the upper marina, accessible through the yacht club. She had arranged for you all to make such an appearance. And not only did you get to meet her, you got to meet her chief of staff and get a vibe check on the regular staff that works here as well. And she did inform you that there we go. The target is Elias Thorne. That was the gentleman in the gray suit. Very nondescript, neutral gray suit. Very nondescript, very neutral, maybe timid, but also what you'd expect for kind of a nerd, for a middle-aged, balding Steve Urkel. Target's Elias Thorne. He is a senior data stream architect for Ziggurat by Nightwatch TM. He found something buried in his own code that terrified him enough to seek alternate employment. My clients want him securely delivered to a safe house in Westbrook by Sunday morning. The venue, this would be for the job that you have officially not taken, but you're heavily considering, The venue is the Glass House Atrium in Pacifica. It's a charity mixer for the Pacifica For All Fund this Saturday. It is black tie. You will wear high fashion. You will look like you belong. Ziggurat security will be thick. In particular, a security, at least one, if not a detachment, that will be with this mid-level data analyst at Ziggurat by Netwatch. You all had feelings on this, including murderous ones, regarding your fixer. Or, well, I guess your, like, step fixer.
She's not a fixer. She's a foister and a patsy.
Well, your step fixer needs help getting out of the washing machine, and so maybe you can, help out with that. And or kill her, since that had come up. But you had been doing some research after leaving the Aurelia. There was some reconnaissance done about the glass house. It is a half complete, as a lot of things in Pacifica are, whether newly half complete or lingeringly so half complete. But this is operative enough that there is going to be a fancy schmancy charity auction with a lot of sundry prizes, but the big one is a rare, specially programmed chip from Kang Tao, called the Sifu Core. And you all had feelings about that as well. In fact, really the end of the last session had a lot of feelings, a lot of questions as well, and not a lot of answers. And I don't know, we'll see how many of those answers we might find tonight, because you needed to get back with Madame Vesper by 6, although JP did promise by noon. And so yeah, some other research that was thrown in for the, into our channel, just so you all could mull that over, and you sort of had a menu of immediate options through the discrete vendors that Madame Vesper could hook you up with, unless you did want to take things in your own hands and just straight out buy or steal items yourself. But if you do take the job, you need to give her your story, because not only is she getting you tickets and providing you to discreet vendors, she is giving you a fake ID for the night, so that everything will match whatever it is you say you are as you show up to the glass house. Now, if you need further clarifications, that's why I'm here, but that's the big intro that gets the audience on board. That's the general primer for all of our brains, and we can get into the minutia. In this session. But where are we picking up? Are we picking up in the Golden Dragon? Have you all gone back to your houses? Do you still want to collude together in person? Just talk through agents?
There's still some iron out as far as our plan.
Well, I think our plan, for the most part, because we don't want to plan anything else too far until we've actually taken the job, and we've got a pretty solid plan of how we're going to tackle it. There's just a matter of the beginning logistics, which is vehicle that's gonna look fine, and clothes. Those are the two big talking points right now. Everything else is fine, because we've got our way in. We can get our way out without too much issue. The sorts of resistance that we're going to face there is Well, I mean, we got the ziggurat security at a minimum. We'll probably have site security as well. So we need a way to make him disappear, which we've already got by virtue of the mask. So we've even got the extraction plan done. Like, at least the skeleton of one ready. It's just, how are we gonna blend in? And Kiri is kind of thinking about it before. Look, if we take this job, you don't need to worry about me for clothing at the very least. I could sort something out.
Well, I suppose that means what the rest of them are gonna do. Because I have a bit of cash.
The way that I would look at it, let us actually consider cover identities.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part, because we need to get that to her soon.
I've got a cover identity that I can go under. There's many different cover identities that I could go under. It's not my
Any of them-
first rodeo.
Any of them
And-
going to be a red flag at a tech event?
No. Some of them haven't been seen in the limelight in well over 10 years.
Didn't you say that certain corporations' databanks run deep?
Of course they do. There is always a chance that I could get flagged, but I could get flagged by camera. The only major risk that I would ever put myself at in that sense is if I was to go under my actual name. In which case, well, Arasaka can't operate openly in Night City for one, and for two, it will make me a prime headhunting target for basically every corporation.
Yeah,
Because they'll
you're not
want-
using your real name. Obviously.
I wasn't planning on it.
If I used my real name, well, it would definitely come up as Night Citizen. I do have an ID, but I'm not known anywhere else.
It's also not too uncommon in the exec world for an exec to reappear under a new name. Sometimes, quote unquote, witness protection needs to occur. But I've got a cover story in mind for me, and I can sweep D-Res under my arm for that.
Then I'm your +1.
Yes.
I just need to come up with a name. I'm not that creative.
Maybe something based on a flower. Lily, maybe?
If any of you really need any names, I got a whole bunch that are untraceable that you can use.
That might be a good idea, though.
Kiri's like... Kiri! You know, Outback, I think that's very useful. and she slow turns towards where she knows Dust Rattler is parked. You have a whole bunch of names that would be untraceable, you say.
No IDs, no night citizen registry. Minimal net presence.
Just a bunch of ghosts.
I mean, if they have no existing records, it would be really easy to falsify an ID name that otherwise doesn't have presence attached to it. Making fake IDs is just coming up with a name and making it look good. So,
Well, that's up to Vespa to make happen, not us. We just provide her names and general cover stories.
so who are we in this scenario then, Gary?
I am Akira Takahashi, high level exec at a private equity firm interested in tech holdings. And you? And Kiri would gently lean over and boop her on the nose. Are my darling wife. And she doesn't even flinch when she says this. It's practiced, it's method. Because technically, Akira Takahashi doesn't exist, it's just her. So she doesn't have to act. It's just her.
Okay. I was thinking more along the lines of girlfriend, but wife works too.
They'll ask questions and start assuming sordid things under the assumption of girlfriend. That's why you go with something a little bit more solid. The psychology of an executive is interesting, to say the least.
You're the one who knows these things, not me. I will follow your lead.
Well, not only would I figured that, but I'm sure you wouldn't have any complaints either way. Sip tea.
Full on red in the face.
But of course, then we've got our other three. Truth be told, Gopher. I actually think you won't need an actual ID.
Oh.
An ID, I think, would complicate things given that EBM is going to have a presence there, and you will most likely be recognized given that you were on camera running away with a bomb in your hands trying to save everyone. So instead, what I would suggest is that we come up with a cover story that would make sense as to why you're there as you, which isn't too hard. You were invited to the party to the gala as a thank you. a taste of the high life for your heroics. It's
That's
believable. And given your technical skills, no one would question why you're there technically, because you can simply be there as an advisor to those who advisor to someone else.
All right.
You know the shop. You don't need to know the executive stuff. You're there as technical support. Sales don't sell to enterprise without an engineer backing them up, and you're that engineer. Not to mention, I think it would also cement you as a known quantity in the technical world should things occur that you would want to get out of the edge running lifestyle and into an actual job. Because some of us, this profession will kill. Some of us will become legends. And some of us will have our time in the spotlight, then simply fade back into living the kind of life that many people could only dream of, doing what it is that you love. Making sure you have a solid base on that front is, I think, the most important thing that I could ever offer to you as a fellow member of the Lost and Found. You know, that and killing your enemies. So that leaves 2.
Oh, well, that's easy enough, I suppose. And just put me down as a representative of DTR on behalf of Metacorp.
Town, but it would work. It's not like Arasaka doesn't have a shell company present.
I was doing my research for this. And I found about Metacorp, the most corporate nomad group. And their subsidiary, Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers. They control basically all the shipping in North America.
Might be interested. Just be careful you don't get targeted by FedEx assassins with that identity.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might be able to meet some FedEx execs there at the elbow rubbing banquet.
If FedEx execs are going to be there, then you damn well know DTR is.
I suppose that leaves 1. If we were to do this, JP, and yes, I will note that all the objections and things have been noted, and trust me when I tell you that we will get ours back against Madame Vesper for this foisting. Do you have anything in mind in terms of a cover identity?
Might not be quite back yet.
Yeah, the light's on now. The light's on, but no one's at the computer.
That's D. The lights are on, but no one's at the controls. When her brain gets melted.
That's a Netrunner with a brain injury.
Yeah, that's a Netrunner with a brain injury.
Brain turns to soup.
We'll come back to JPS bits, but if we are all sorted in these, we can get JP to fire these off to Madame Vesper, and then I will need to make a call.
What kind of call?
Renting makes sense for some of us, clothing-wise.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rent after I sell back. The hollow suit was pretty interesting, but don't offer much in the way of protection.
And when was the last time I wore a dress? God,
Who said you
things
need
are
to wear a dress?
uncomfortable.
Who said you need to wear a dress?
Well, it's black tie.
Yes, it's black tie. You can also wear a suit.
Isn't that gonna look funny?
Not if it's styled right. Not if you rent something that actually fits you.
I haven't
Because
been-
that's the thing. That's the thing with black tie. It's a statement to wear a suit. As a woman, it's a statement to wear a suit. But depending on who you are, it's not gonna look that funny.
Yeah.
But you have to be kind of. You have to be careful because of the fact that it does identify you as someone who is very much a shark in the Shark Tank.
A statement maker.
It's one of those things of if you look at me wrong or you talk to me wrong, I will chew you up, spit you out, and my retainers will clean up the mess. Kind of person. And
Is
not necessarily in this game, but in Cyberpunk as a genre, it also tends to have the connotation of you're also not afraid to dispose of people. If that comes down to it.
that the kind of statement you want me to make? Because I thought my job was going to be to disappear into the closet and get the camera feeds.
Well, I suppose it's a matter of do you want to make a statement or do you want to make a statement or do you want to be uncomfortable? Either way, as you said yourself, you are a little bit out of your element.
I think a little bit's kind of putting it lightly. I'm a street rat.
Yes, well, street rats get their chance at the big leagues sometimes, and that's where we are right now.
If it wasn't so formal, then I would probably opt for some kind of pantsuit. I don't know that I want to draw that kind of attention. I'm certainly not the type to just, bring off that kind of aura.
Oh, well, I'll put it to you this way. Either way, my clothing is going to be making a statement. Because
Alright.
Kiri's out of character. Kiri's two options are she either wears a suit and labels herself as absolutely ruthless, or it's traditional kimono. Which is a statement in and of itself. So, especially since it's black tie, so because otherwise she'd just wear something like a cocktail dress or whatever. But you can't get away with that at a black tie function.
Yeah, typically black tie is 3-piece suit and evening dress as your character select options.
Specifically tuxedo.
Yeah, tuxedo or an evening gown. And as much as I think Outback would look lovely in an evening gown.
Elegant gowns are sophisticated cocktail dresses.
I think I'm going to try and get any amount of money back selling this Macedo Hollow suit and recoup that into renting a nice suit for the night. Because unless I want to have absolutely no money going into there after borrowing $3 from someone to cover the rental cost and the down payment. Because that together is $600. If I'm reading that properly.
Yeah. Well, if you're renting it for one night. Now, if you keep it for more than one night, then you'd owe extra on it. But if you're renting for one night, it's $600, $500 of which you'd get back, as long as there's no bullet holes or egregious whiskey stains on the fabric.
I'd also have to check and see how strict they are with the with the black tie approach, because some black tie approaches are like, yeah, you need to wear a suit or a dress, but then some are like strict black tie where it's like, no, you have to have the white shirt, and it has to be like the white shirt and
I'm gonna guess it's like 90% black tie, unless you really know someone.
yeah, I'll have to.
Like
I'll have to-
we even I'm going to rent a suit because I mean I have a suit, but my suit is like pink and red and white.
Yeah, no, I was thinking
Here.
picking up a suit, but it'll be black shirt instead of
Yeah, that should
Instead
matter
of
as long
white.
as it's the black tie.
yeah, black tie, black shirt, obviously black suit.
But you should make the tie a different color. But I'm sure as long as it's a black jacket and you look real nice.
Oh yeah. Again, it's gonna be the matter of it does. I think that's one of those little things. It's gonna be like, well, aren't you just a subverter of trends? Interesting.
Yeah, basically. It's one of those ways to stand out if you want to.
Probably a good idea, because I'm probably gonna have to hold quite a bit of attention.
And I think D-Res is going to match the ensemble, kind of like do a twin, sort of like they both wear the same thing.
Yeah, I mean they could either twin, or Kiri can suggest that like, yeah, cocktail gown, like black, black shining.
Then you get the
Probably
jewelry and
something
the
that-
clutch, the same color
Yeah.
as your tie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whatever you think would be better for the situation.
given the renting, we'll see what's available. Unless you really want to pick up and own a high fashion dress.
What other
1,000
situations
eddies.
are going to lower?
More situations like this, since these are the kind of jobs you guys want to do.
I mean, it's useful to have. It's like any other piece of kit.
It makes a statement, all right.
Well, it's not like I don't have the money. Outright buy a dress.
It also means that you can get the dress fitted to you
So let me
if you
see.
buy it.
I'm an odd shape. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. It was
It's 1,000. It's 1,000 eddies to
1,000
buy.
per an outfit, or 1,500 if you want it upped to light armor jack equivalent.
Yeah, which I will be doing because.
But people who have the eye for it will be able to tell if your clothing is armored or not.
That is true. However, the people who have the eye for it and are telling it like, "Oh, your clothing is armored," also normally tend to go, you're the kind of executive who expects to get into a gunfight.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, your
again,
clothing's
it's
armored.
one.
And
It's one of those
there's
things
a
where
reason it's armored.
Yeah, it's either you're paranoid or you expect to get into a gunfight, and it's one of those things that be it like black tie, a woman wearing a suit. It's a statement to make.
Well, less of expecting to get into a gunfight and wanting to make sure that that assassin that your peon sent after you doesn't succeed.
Gotta have be successful enough to have peons that have both the money and the ambition to send an assassin after you.
It is the first thing that happens in the corporate life path in 2077.
So in
Yep.
that respect, then I think D-Res is going to buy an armored evening gown to own for herself.
Fancy, fancy.
The first
Then I
real
thought-
pretty thing that she's ever bought for herself.
then the what I've got in mind to get Kiri her suit will actually fit too. Because yeah, Kiri's going to call in a favor from a person that she knows that is still on her side from her old life, who can source her with the outfitter for such a thing. Because not just like Militech, yeah, they'll make a suit that's lightly Kevlar style armored. To get something that's like Armorjack, you need to know someone. And I think, given her origins, Kiri knows someone who can get that for her. And probably do the same thing for D. So, if we're covered on cover identities, we know what we're gonna do for clothing. Then
Well, what's JP doing? And you might need to catch up, Night Mage, with what you were talking about.
yes. So how much of that did you catch, Night Mage? Just so I know where to.
Well, if you mean in terms of the identities, the only ones that I caught were yours and D's.
So the idea is, Outback's got his own cover story as Jonas something. I forget the last name because I didn't
Jonas
catch it in the message.
Larkin.
Representative of
Yeah.
HCR on behalf of Metacorp.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gopher, we're actually going to put in as Gopher. But we're going to give him a cover story. Where because of his heroics at the electronics fair, and his technical mind, he was invited out to the gala as a show of thanks. Because the fact that EBM is going to have a presence, we thought that might be a better idea to get him in. Because if he goes into the recover identity and EBM recognize him, that's gonna cause a bad time. So it's easier to have him be recognizable, but give him a reason to be there.
All right.
And then we would just need a cover identity for JP and Story.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll just call me Jimmy Wash.
Jimmy Wash, okay.
I'll be Biotechnica sales representative.
That's dangerous.
It's a choice. I like the strong narrative decision.
Go with
Especially
what you
I
when
don't
know.
I'm
think-
selling power washers.
Yeah. Zarafa want power washers to put on their giraffes. Not to mention, given JP's origins, he'll be able to play the bit perfectly. 'Cause it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know how these guys act. I've seen these pompous ass sales representatives.
You know how Biotechnica operates. I like to imagine that used to be Jimmy Walsh, but then you dropped the L when you got into power wash sales.
Yeah,
Or if you want to show you're from the Midwest, you're Jimmy Warsh.
Yeah.
Jimmy
You know,
Walsh.
Warsh.
No, he's Jimmy Wash. He was Jimmy Walsh. Dropped the L when he got into power washing sales. Not because of the fact that for the wash part. It's because of the fact that he takes no L's.
Ayo.
Yep.
You know, as the kids say. Even though that lingo was actually probably like 40 years out of fucking date
That is
by
what
2064.
that is, as the people JP's age say.
Yeah. It's right up there with Totally Tubular.
We have no idea why. JP just has a tattoo that says 6'7".
I absolutely fucking hate that. Thank you.
Ew.
That's disgusting. Thank you for that image.
At least he
I'm
doesn't
not
I
have.
don't
Thank
I don't
you.
agree to it, but it is good improv.
I mean, at least you don't have two cyber arms, because then if you got the Twitch, we all know what it would be.
I swear 6-7's turning into the new game.
It is.
It is
Kind
so
of.
funny.
Kind of.
It is.
How
It sucks.
dare you, evil?
Modern culture is so funny.
Because now when 6-7 comes up, everyone goes, "Oh, 6-7, oh."
Oh. You know, I can just imagine some like 70-year-old 70-year-old exec at the gala going, I haven't heard that in 50 years. 6-7.
God, that's
There's
so
just some
cringe.
old dude doing it. Some
That's
old
so
dude
fucking
doing it.
Cringe.
It's like Dr. Evil
Yeah,
dancing the
it is.
Macarena.
God, you're so dumb.
I taste bile. Yeah. But yeah, we've got our cover stories.
Main reason I chose Biotechnica is I know a few of their places in Africa and South America.
Yeah, you
Don't
have
wanna
the
ask any questions.
you have the insider knowledge, so that you know if someone does ask you questions about that, you can.
Reliably deflect it.
Go
Yeah.
with what you know. That's why as I back went with the most nomad thing he could. That would still
Yeah.
reasonably
The nomad
be here.
Now, the one other thing is car, infill exfil, vehicle wise.
Well, the simplest thing to do would be to hire a manned limo service for 100 eddies, and then pay the limo driver off to take the night off and do nothing while getting paid for doing work.
I personally still think that we should have Outback pack the Dust Rattler, park it. Park the Dust Rattler, like 6 blocks away, and we get dropped off in rentals, like the cheap rental where they drop us off and fuck off. Then we just exfil the Dust Rattler.
It'll be a Villa Fort, which is pretty nice. You pay them $100, and then pay him a little bit extra to forget what he did. I don't think we want to go with the AI-driven one, because that will log everything. We pay a human to forget what he did, and it's fine.
I mean, look. He's probably not getting paid 100 eddies to do that trip for the night. So it's like, look,
pay 100 for the service. Yeah,
100 for the service, additional 100 to not ask questions. It's 200 eddies, and
then he drives us to the Dust Rattler after we're out.
Yeah.
He could just drive us there and just leave. If we get him out quietly, then it's just a short walk.
It's 6 blocks if it's not quiet, though.
Which, I don't think that's as bad as it seems.
Not in Pacifica, it's not.
Because I think carries pretty damn fast.
I have
between the San Davistan and everything else.
I'm not that fast.
San Davistan doesn't really do anything for moving 6 blocks quickly, but yes. That's more for, oh, that guy pulled a trigger, let me react to that.
So yeah.
Well, that guy's reaching for a gun. Let me react to that.
I presume since this place is only half built and it's like a black tie event, they probably have a parking garage nearby for all the valet, right?
Yeah.
More than likely, probably with also like some, like they've probably pre-rented some close garages as well.
So if I can
It's
get
self-park.
Dust Rattler into one of those before the event. It
I'm
wouldn't
sure
be
you
too
just
hard.
pay the parking fee.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too hard. And it would be
Yeah, we
closer
could.
than a 6-block run.
That's true.
Yeah, that would work.
But
Yeah.
that'd put Dust Rattler on easily obtainable cameras.
Forget who you're talking.
Okay. So you're gonna hack the parking lot network?
I
while
don't know
we
what I'd be
run-
running into, but
Yeah, exactly. That's why. No offense. I do not doubt that you are a well qualified net runner. You've gotten some excellent data. However, being cocky to think that you can always take any network you run across blind will get you
No.
killed.
I understand that, and I only ever jump into an ArcNet that I have vetted. However, in this
Sure.
particular case, I didn't get the info I wanted to be able to understand what I'm running up against when it comes to the building itself
Well, I think you
or
still
the
got
parking
time.
garage. I have to do all that.
D.
Doesn't
Would have
sound
been nice
unusual.
if a
It's almost
madam
like
had-
you know a fixer.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what?
And accept
Let me
this, I could
see.
take a drive by there tomorrow.
Is any of the parking structures that we're theorizing about GM? I asked Drake to look it up. Are any of them like city parking lots?
Yeah. I mean, I with the way that things are still half built, and especially leaning into the concept of Pacifica for All, there should be, public parking lots. So even if it's only a temporary thing, a model on display of, that Pacifica won't be terrible if normies get to actually park here. Did you?
So my idea was to like start using Drake to reach out to some of my Politico contacts and get a hold of that parking lots manager.
Oh, not like free public parking, but
No, like a paid, like it's a city parking lot, like Chicago.
Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, I mean, then yeah, like those for sure are around. I thought you meant like, oh, like, there's a free lot. It may not be huge or something or prime, but
No, this is
that
definitely
it's
going to be something that charges money, right? Because it's right next to all this fancy corporate
right.
stuff.
But you're not tipping 100 eddies to a valet to park in a a supposedly secure garage. This is, Bubba's at the front gate taking $5, and you got to find your own place to hopefully wedge in. Right.
And if you are 2 minutes over, the city charges you an extra 100 eddies.
Okay.
That kind of place.
Yeah. Yeah, we can say that there's a place like that close by.
If we can just get you access to the cameras, a back door through the NetArc or however, if I can get a hold of the manager, that's what I got Drake running right now. Then I'll take you with me to meet the manager and you can set up your back door.
Sounds good. Now I just need the back door into the actual building of event.
Yes,
which will
that
probably be a lot more hard.
probably. But
But if I can
we're
get authorized access to the parking lot, that's well and good enough. Then I can just delete the data.
And then it puts a nice little black hole in our escape.
Mhm.
Be hard for any pseudo AI to follow us.
and it seems like we have a plan. Although
And
Hey.
we're
keep tomorrow night free.
Okay. Unless Outback
I-
is going out to scope the place, or JP's going out to have us meet the manager. If that happens.
The manager meeting would take like an hour of your time, ladies. I'm sure we can return you to whatever evening you were having afterwards. You know, just be
Okay.
clothed until after the meeting.
She kind of furrows her brow at you. Not sure what you mean by that.
The meeting that I have in mind, the evening that I have in mind, actually involves putting clothes on, not taking them off.
Listen, I don't know what young people do. I know what I was doing when I was young, and it was not putting clothes on.
fairest thought.
Ugh. Ugh. What? Why? Why?
Because people fuck.
Well, yes.
Kiri just
need
says
to
that
know
straight up
about-
blunt.
I don't need to know about JP's inputs, okay?
I mean, it's not like they were steady or anything. I hopped all over the world.
Look, knowing about the inputs is fine. It's the outputs you don't want to know about. Kiri, another sip of tea.
JP just kind of like casually chokes on his next sip of tea.
I don't need to know anything about any of your personal lives when it comes to inputs or outputs. Don't need to know none.
That's actually not true. Kiri's eyes just kind of tilt towards D. D's like, there is an exception in the room. Can you guess who it is?
You don't count.
I think I
Well-
do.
You do.
Well,
Because if I ever really need to get anything killed, you become bait.
I don't like being thought of as bait.
Well, I'll try not to refer to you that in the future, but I am a fixer.
I can handle myself in a firefight very well, thank you.
That is irrespective of the reason that I call you bait.
Kira just chortles and she just finishes her cup of tea.
Well, as far as the mission goes, what kind of tools should I pack? Because I'll be wearing a dress and a clutch, and I can only take so much.
I would take that breacher. That looks enough like an agent that should be fine.
I'm thinking so too.
Otherwise, I would leave that at that.
Yeah, because my bag of tools.
Yeah, that you don't want to lug around inside of a
No, my,
5-star gala event.
I don't imagine that that's going to be any discreet either.
No, you'll hear lots of lines like, "Oh, is that Fall's new line?" And then you'll realize you need to shit your pants and run away.
What?
Well, a mission isn't
It's
defined.
just that's how they insult you in high society. They're like they pretend that they're all enthused by what you have and hype you up, and then as soon as you like walk away, they just shit talk you.
Why not just say it to my face? God.
Because that's not the fun part for them.
Sounds dumb.
It is
So are
dumb.
they.
I can just imagine JP and Kiri saying that at the same time as JP going, so are they, and Kiri going, it is dumb. Just in unison.
Yep.
The people we're going to be dealing with tend to have more eddies than wits.
That's the truth.
Hell, some of them people secretly ain't got no eddies at all. They just look like they do.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna be playing that part for sure. Because after buying this dress, I am not gonna have any more eddies.
Trust fund lush.
I don't suppose you've heard back from Wendy yet.
About what?
The
Same night, so no.
okay, my bad.
Yeah, no. We haven't broken for the night, so.
I still can't believe how much the footwear costs.
Luckily, a full outfit's only gonna set you back 1,000. Because yeah,
I
if
would
we
be
were buying
marked out of the character
pieces.
sheet though.
It's only gonna. I honestly, since. I mean, you would,
Basically, just put the stuff into your inventory.
yeah, you
and
can
then-
add things
and
to
then-
inventory without
yeah, you can
spending
add-
money.
Yeah, and then just go
Oh.
ahead and deduct 1,000 eddies from, or 1,500, depending on if it's armored or not.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna want armored.
I will
Yeah.
be renting a suit that is not armored.
I am also going to be renting a suit, but I got to sell this Macedo first, because I ain't got enough. And I'm not going to use the Macedo again. I'm fine if I don't get as much back as I paid for it.
JP might be able to negotiate a return for the full amount.
Yeah, but I think since we're already doing this much prep work, it seems we're agreeing on doing this, so...
Listen, I won't even charge you a fee because I kind of talked you into buying it.
It was interesting to wear. I'll give you that much.
I'm still saying this could work out in some situations.
It could, but the situation we immediately walked into is one where it won't.
That's right.
Yeah, well, maybe when I'm a little more comfortable in the pocket, I'll buy one again.
So I'd be adding bottoms, top, and footwear for high fashion, right?
It's a full outfit, so bottom, top, jacket, and footwear.
Okay.
There's also another thing that I will have to pick up D&I that you three otherwise don't have to worry about.
I think, like, given the general theme of Cyberpunk, most things are considered to also be a outfit with mirror shades, but
Yeah, high
Well,
fashion does have the equivalent of mirror shades.
yeah, I mean, every level of fashion has the same thing for everything, so you can get high fashion mirror shades as well, but I don't know if this is the event for that.
Oh yeah, you could get away with it if they're
It's
high
Cyberpunk,
fashion.
man.
Yeah, regular gala no, but Cyberpunk, yeah, no, you can get away with mirror shades.
And you're probably listening to that song in your head in an internal agent that is, you know, I wear my
Sunglasses
like,
at night. Yes.
At a tech gala, why would I be listening to such ancient music?
because you're wearing sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
All right.
Sunglasses at night, parentheses, carry cover.
You be haggling, get you some of your money back. We haggled it at 24.
believe that is on you, Maddie, to determine how that goes. If it gets hit with a 20% resale loss, I'm fine.
Okay. So it's you're definitely going to be getting more than like it's not going to be a complete blowout where you're going to be able to get this person to give a complete refund. It was worn out once, and yeah, I mean it's not exactly torn up or anything. But you can recoup. You spent a K on it.
Yeah, it was 1,000.
Okay. The haggling goes back and forth. Like, come on, it was just worn for a day. There's no damage. Blah blah blah. Have a little bit of back and forth, hemming and hawing. Yeah, all right. Well, gonna have to clean it up. And those places would charge like 200 for something like that. I'll give you 750 back.
Enough. I'll take it.
All right. Send me the address you want it dropped off at, and I'll have him drop it.
Oh, man. If I had 10 less eddies, I would have 1337.
Elite Axors. Are you sending a correspondence to Madame Vesper then? You're accepting the job?
We'll do that tomorrow before noon.
Okay.
Just in case there's any last minute hesitations.
Plus, I want to make sure that the Wendy angle lines up, because if not, then we just have to full bore accept the consequences or full bore bail.
Fair enough. But Wendy is also on a time frame that she doesn't know about.
All right. Are you all breaking from the Golden Dragon and going home?
Yep.
Yep, headed home. And
Okay.
Time to go lay in my coffin, kids.
Yep.
yeah, keep myself.
Oh damn! I forgot that Cube Hotel interior. I'll get one genned up. I swear.
I've got a couple of things to do. Tomorrow during the day, I also need to go and get a couple of installs done.
What are you installing?
Some cyberware. Oh,
Fashion. Cyberware.
fashion. So yeah, no.
EAR, not ARE.
Because I can't afford that.
No.
Well, technically, fashionware is the lowest. That is actually cyberware. You can't just take it off, but I was also going to do that.
All right. Well then, you all go home. First one to wake up is usually JP, so I really don't have to change scenes too much here, except we'll pretend this is your Cube Hotel.
It's cube shaped.
Yeah, it's close enough. So JP, it is now Thursday. I'll make sure to change the date down here too. It's Thursday, February 7th.
If he goes to, the floor showers, hangs the suit up, sprays it down, sprays himself down, lets it dry out a little bit while the nanites do the rest. Grabs a pack of kibble out of the pile next to his briefcase, grabs the briefcase, and then he's going to set out looking to talk to this manager before 10 a.m. of this parking lot.
Okay. What was the communication? Like what are you asking, or how are you asking it?
So basically, what I would have Drake do, since he can just keep doing it in the night and in the morning as I'm doing whatever I'm doing, is he's just reaching out to all my, city and political contacts, like, hey, I know about this parking lot. I've heard some pretty good things. that it's a pretty secure area. I want to meet the management team. Maybe I could line up a gig for the guy. You know, basically Drake pretending to be me because he can do that.
Yeah.
Massaging my contacts until he gets the guy's name and basically is ready to meet him while he's at work.
Okay.
I'm just making Drake do all the blah 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 while I walk.
Right. Which skill would that route through?
Well, overall, you could go with conversation.
Yeah.
You could even consider haggling because, you know, bribery is what I'm going to be using to try and get this guy to let us into the systems. Persuasion
Yeah.
is obviously another one.
You know what? For the initial like reaching out, as we're not at the point of bribery yet. That's you know, it's on the table but hasn't happened. A persuasion. Hey, come on, you know, you got this. I have all the stuff I can offer. Just arrange a meeting, and I'll sink or swim after that.
Swim after that. All right, persuasion. We have a 16.
Okay. I believe that beats professionals 15, right, for the DV. I'm kind of remembering some of these core numbers.
Professional 17.
Oh, it's 17. Okay.
13 is every day. 15 is something skilled.
Okay. So at least here in the morning when you're waking up, there's no luck.
15 is difficult.
15 is difficult.
Yeah.
You know, well, yeah, because this guy is you're talking to your contacts, but he's not like a valet garage or like a security team. Like he's just the guy who runs the lot.
Yeah, and he's not like I'm using my politician.
Yeah. So
middle.
The difficult 15, because that's stuck in my brain. I'm like, yeah, I mean, professional would make sense. Like you're shaking people down, but as this person's not. I mean, for the parking lot, he's the whatever, the high guy in the totem pole. But yeah, so this persuasion will work then. I think that makes sense for the circumstances of, you know, who you're contacting, how you're contacting, and such. So yeah, you know, late morning you're gonna get a reply. Sure, I take my lunch from noon to 1. So
let me come in a little bit earlier than that. Let me see you in action, my good sir.
Okay. Not a very verbose fellow.
It's just that I'm on a tight timeline. Thank you. See you soon.
Yup.
Meanwhile, he's probably using the report. I'm having it buzzed in my inner ear.
There's a crossed wire. It's like, yeah, all right, 3's your change. And that's your reply in your email.
It's like, oh, sorry, I skipped forward a message. My bad.
Oh, the times they are a change.
Yeah. All right. Well, then you have an appointment for not the afternoon for lunch break, but well, like slightly before, so you can go and watch him do his magic.
I'm gonna bribe him to no longer exist. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll have Drake shoot D-Rez a meeting. I'll be like, hey, I don't know if you're awake, but you should now wake up because I need you to go to the city parking lot at about 11 a.m.
Well, let's just
the hell's a thumbs up emoji?
Let's just
Oh,
pull up the.
Okay, Drake, I get it.
I could just imagine that
That's
like
just telling me to
if
shove it
D
where the
isn't
stuff is
awake,
done.
she gets the message, doesn't respond to it, and so Drake like sends it to Kiri, and Kiri is like, Drake's like, Kiri, please wake up, dear.
He might if it's a common
No.
occurrence. He learns patterns. He knows the exact 5 kibble flavors I like and orders them every month for me.
What are those 5 flavors?
I'd have to go pull up that table because I did at one point know them. I was like, what would JP like? I had to go pull up that thing. My brain is one of those things where I need the reference again.
That's fair.
Well, Drez, you have a dragon in your brain.
I responded to the text message with a thumbs up emoji. And
I'm sorry. That I
might
thought
be
that
able
was
to
Drake
ask
doing
you
that
a
as like, yeah,
question.
gotcha, and is just doing like the old like boomer Facebook
Nope.
thumbs up. All right,
That's me.
all right,
That was D-Res.
all right. That's you just being like so like. Okay, fine. All right.
Drez's auto response.
Yes.
Got a call when you were asleep.
Thumbs up.
All right, then I guess Drake will hop over to Kiri.
That would be so funny though. Like seriously, if she had that, and it's like you missed 3 calls, and then the text is like, "Well, I need help. They're murdering me." Thumbs up. No, seriously, you don't understand. We need help right now. Thumbs up. Does
Drez,
that mean you're
another
coming? Thumbs up.
Drez, another nuclear device is being detonated in Night City.
Thumbs up.
Miss Kiri, please ensure that Drez is up in time for the meeting that has been confirmed with JP.
You would receive a message back, but it's not in English, it's in Japanese. Because, of course, it's at the speed of thought, and Kiri's in meditation right now, and she meditates in Japanese. It's basically just understood. As she checks the time on her on her internals. She will just kind of eventually just begin poking her.
I am awake. She rolls out
Are
of
you
bed.
really?
Yes. Yeah. Goes to go put on clothes. I don't sleep in that late. All the time.
Kiri just slow turns. You know I know when you get up, right?
Yes. I'm fully aware. Because you're always awake.
Yes.
It's like you never sleep.
Oh, I sleep.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I'll take your word for it. Not like I plug into your biomon to be able to check when you're sleeping.
You absolutely do.
She gets up and gets ready for the meeting.
And there'll be that one time when you plug into the biomon and it says not sleeping, you're like, oh.
Just checking your vitals. You weren't breathing. Blame it on sleep apnea or some shit.
Check the enemy's biomon. He's sleeping. Drez, you put 17 bullets in him. He's sleeping.
So I imagine Outback you're getting involved in this as well. So
Oh, apparently so. Uh,
Someone's got to give D-Res the ride.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be up. Hold on. I gotta get a drink. Let's look at my list of morning drinks. Oh no, they're all synth alcohol. Oh well.
So you have the start of your day and your routine. The the Lost
My
and Found
morning
crew
drink.
is slowly activating.
Coffee liqueur counts as a morning drink, right?
No, you can't. No, you can't start. You can't start your day with a Kahlua and soy milk.
Oh, Irish cream. Well, people put cream in coffee, so that's all right.
It's got coffee and it has cream in its name.
I was 18 years old, had no idea what Irish cream was, and it was just in the fridge of my uncle's house.
Oh no.
I was like, that looks like awesome creamer, and it was awesome creamer. What's that? So my uncle comes in, and I'm like, what's that, like, cinnamon kick in your creamer? And he's like, what creamer are you talking about? And I was like, the creamer in your fridge. And he's like, oh, God. I was like, how much did you put in there? And I was like, some. He's like, you're going to enjoy that coffee.
I was as stupid as a kid because the Kahlua bottle looked like a very, very fancy Yoo-hoo bottle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, ooh, that's
there's
the
nothing about a
fancy
Kahlua
chocolate
bottle
milk.
that's really, like, to a kid says there's alcohol in there.
Yeah,
Except
it's-
for
It is
I mean,
bright
3
yellow.
letters and a percentage. Like,
Yeah.
what does that mean to a kid?
I mean, to be fair, it is very fancy chocolate milk Kahlua.
It is.
It is adult
Chocolate coffee milk.
To be fair, as a kid, if you can't get to sleep, that'll put you to sleep. If you put just like a tiny, like a teaspoon or so in a glass of milk.
Yeah, let's not do that to our kids.
I'll stick to Benadryl.
Uh,
Like
so-
that's any better.
That's legal though
I'm-
in the United States. Okay, I can just say my kid has allergies, give him a Benadryl, and they go to sleep.
So, speaking of White Russians,
Anyway.
you pass by the Hook on your way to go pick up D-Res, and
That place is still doing fine.
it's not blown up. People are there in the late morning to go get some entertainment. As a meanwhile, Gopher, what are you doing on this day that, at least at this point during the day, where there is this parking lot meetup? Is this, I don't know, are you still working on the mask, I presume, or is there something else you wanted to do? People to call or something to pursue?
Yeah, probably tinkering with the mask.
Okay. This is because it was your ability. Remind me again. Like it's like a one-time fix, and so you fix it for like an hour, and then it's broken until
Yeah.
you like fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think we didn't end up actually using it during the
You bow to no one.
Yeah, we
clinic
never.
rescue, so
We
Yeah.
never.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, we
Christmas.
technically did fix it. We jury rigged it, but we never used
God
it.
goods, that's a long time.
Oh right. The last status was you were trying to fix it, which failed, but we won't know that for a couple days. So it's in its one-time use state, but you haven't taken the bubble gum and paper clips out of it yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think we can say that you have it out, you're tinkering with it. That makes sense. It's solid, like background role play.
Cleaning out the MacGyvering you did.
Yeah, yeah, making it look a little bit more presentable at least. I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, Gopher, because I mean a lot's gonna hinge on this mask, so it's good that you're tending to it. JP, were you taking the cart to the parking lot then, or did you want Outback to pick you up?
No, I'll take the card.
Okay. Fortunately, it's not fully. I mean, there's always ruffians, but it's not fully overrun. The floodwaters have receded, so you can arrive with your wallet intact. So that would just mean then, Outback, you arrive at the mega building.
Yep.
What's they do?
Giant wall of like apartment buzzers trying to find D-Res and Kiris.
He's just like,
I've been to this apartment once, and
flap run.
I don't remember which one was Kiri and D-Res. I've been there once.
Well, you could probably just message them directly.
Who's got time for that?
Not gonna ask for directions, unless you want to.
that's silly.
Like even though JP can sub-vocalize, he still isn't even at speed of thought yet.
I mean, are there people? I mean, actually, are there like the apartment buzzers? I actually don't know.
Yeah, we can say you
Well,
can
it's been-
call up.
gotta
There's
be.
like a
Okay.
resident directory. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna look through the resident directory to find. I believe the apartment's under D-Res.
Is it under D-Res? Or is it under her
I don't
name?
know.
And what's her real name? She's your
Under
team member.
her name.
I thought we were just slapping every button. I thought that's what we were doing.
It's under her name, and she hasn't given.
Awkward.
Let's see if I can deduce.
Hmm.
I have one rank in deduction.
Hey,
Just that
I say
Outback's
let 'em
kind of
try
like
it.
at the panel, like
I can maybe deduct from knowing generally how high up the elevator ride was the one time I went there. So I'm gonna try and make a deduction roll.
sure. Go ahead.
10.
I believe as Foghorn Leghorn would say, this boy's about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
The simple
Buzz
deduction
one,
would
see
be
if-
hit them all.
I don't hit every single one, but I do hit everyone in the general area that I think
Sure. Roll
D-Res are in.
roll a d10.
I go here. I roll a
Because we're
custom
on a
roll.
residential floor. Cat.
There's gonna be a guy in 10 sessions that's gonna show up, T-bone the
Oop.
Dust Rattler, and like glory
I
execute
don't think that
Outback
happened
because
properly.
he rang his doorbell.
You
I'm
rolled a
just
2
gonna
and
do
got a
this.
0 on a straight up dice roll. That's fascinating.
I don't know what that did. I think I hit something.
Oh,
weird.
is that okay? Yeah, 7. All right. So, on your 8th try, you finally there's whatever chime you have programmed into your apartment. I don't know if it's like the Star Trek, like doo-doo-doo-doo or whatever. But what are you saying through the speaker, Outback? Remember, this is 8th. Yeah, the 8th person you're talking to now.
All right, is this one Kiri and D-Res?
Hello.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're
It's the
in
right
D.
one. All right, well, there's some meeting that you're trying to go to. I'm here. I couldn't remember which room y'all were in, so
How many of my neighbors did you budge?
I only had to get through about 2 or 3 or 7.
That's my whole floor.
Well, maybe I'm just not lucky.
No, that's half of my whole floor. Because there's the other side of the building.
Well, then my luck's about average.
No. No.
50%. That's about
I,
average.
I imagine like the pair are having this conversation by the door, and Kiri's not there. She's just listening in from the bed. She's like, no.
Anyways, get down here whenever you want to.
I'm on my way down.
There's maybe going to be a few angry people who are going to be coming down here and figuring them out, so I'm not going to be here very soon.
Are you parked in the parking garage then?
I'm heading back there. These buzzers aren't exactly in the parking garage.
Yeah, they're at the front elevator.
Then I'm going back to my
Oh.
car.
Okay,
I don't-
on my way down. See you later, kitty. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
I want to try and get there. Sorry to cut in real quick, but I just want to say I want to try and get there about 15 minutes before D-Res shows up with Outback.
Meanwhile, Kiri's gonna go get some fashion wear installed. Luckily, this is all mall stuff.
Yeah, I was just
so
gonna say it's
whatever.
probably all mall tier stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
all,
mall tier stuff.
all
so it's-
fashion wear is mall,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
which
so
I think
she's just jogging down to the.
which
Okay.
I still think takes 8 hours. All cyber installation
Oh.
takes the same amount of time. It's just
I think it's 4 hours.
4 hours.
install.
Okay, 4 hours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is it like 4 per piece or 4 that can stack up so you can get 3 over the same 4-hour period, or how does that?
Pretty sure
In
it's
my
4
opinion-
per piece.
In my opinion, as a GM, if you were to walk into like a boutique, you're like, yeah, I want the nails and I want the hair. They could do both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I think like a
A Ripper Doc might not be able to do both at the same time, but I think
Yeah.
a
I think you
street
can
level
make-
clinic would.
yeah. I think you can make an exception for fashion wear.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Is
yeah,
this just
that's what I
fashion
mean.
stuff, or
So it's an hour for mall, 6 for a clinic, and 24 for hospital. So
I
it's
I
think,
think
dependent
that's
on-
the.
I think that's
I think
newer rules.
that's the stay. I don't think all the hospital surgeries are 24 hours.
Let me check.
but you're just doing mall stuff, right? And how many
Yeah.
things
ju-
are you
ju-
having
ju-
installed?
Just mall stuff. Yeah, it's just I was just gonna get some chem skin and tech hair. So like yeah,
Okay.
all fashion wear, all mold tier, all
Okay.
no
So-
humanity loss.
If it's 2 things, I mean, it'll be a couple hours anyway. You're hoofing it, and whatever. You might be back before D-Res, so if that's important, we'll see. All right, so at some point you're gonna leave. D-Res, you load up into the dust. Well, it's becoming the dust rattler again. I mean, maybe unless driving out to the Aldecaldos, that kind of it puts a new
I
layer
mean-
on. It needs to be reseasoned after getting washed up.
It's a little lucky that they are in a further away place now. It means I have a little bit extra dust to go through.
Yeah.
And once I'm out of the city, I'm not on the roads. So
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, then, with you two in the Dust Rattler, is there anything you wish to talk about, or are we're driving to the location?
Maybe give you any ideas to who this person. The manager, right?
Yeah, I would. So I would have asked for his name, and I mean that's just about it. That's all I'd really have.
Okay.
I don't know. I think JP and you probably know the most about it. As a professional courtesy, I don't really tend to ask much about where and who. Even if we are working together.
It's a good rule of thumb. Say
I'm just getting people from A to B. And hoping that C doesn't kill me on the way.
I'm sure. Well, the Dust Rattler is a pretty noticeable vehicle, but we haven't really made out of anything. So, drive-by shootings are kind of
We haven't made
Yeah.
enemies yet.
As you gain rep, you're obviously going to make people angry.
Well, eventually I'll get this thing worked out. Security system will be very great.
Going with
Is that-
something kind of like top shelf when it comes to your security system, or you going with kind of bootleg?
I mean, it's gonna be nomad work, so I'm gonna be doing that work next week with the Aldecaldos. They have a few things lined up, and those things should involve some cars that will have what I need, so long as I'm able to remove it appropriately.
There's
The
all
full package of a security system is a rather intensive thing, which is why I'm gonna have to dedicate the next week to it, so you won't really have me available much during the next week.
because you gotta clip it piecemeal.
Yeah, I gotta get the biometric locks, the wiring systems, the cameras, the retroreflective panels, the shock systems. It's a lot.
Retro reflective panels. Is that to change the car's color?
Technically, it'll render it mostly invisible,
Oh,
so long as it's not moving.
Be careful where you park.
a standstill club.
Just kind of imagining Linus's dust cloud from the Peanuts.
Yeah, no, these are just the things that are included in the security upgrade for Nomad vehicles, so that's definitely why I'm dedicating the entirety of next week to doing it.
It's a really cool
Yeah,
system.
yeah, you have biometric locks, which can be keyed to any biometrics you want. You get shocked if you fail the biometric or fail to hack it. And yeah, then it becomes invisible if you let it sit still for a minute. So it's fun.
Oh, be super.
It definitely will.
So while they're on their way, JP, you arrive in Pacifica. I don't have the page open because that new supplement has actually all the different end cart stations and such.
It sure does.
They're of course they're all sponsored by different corporations too. But you get off at the appropriate one and you make your way. In fact, even for the sake of the scene, you have to pass by the convention center, which is still this very monolithic looking retro future building.
Of corporate. I don't know what, just capitalism. There we go. Corporate capitalism.
The oldest
Tiny
one,
beacon of-
corporation.
Showing off the next thing you could purchase.
Yep. And right after you just purchased everything for the holiday season too.
Wonder if that graffiti is still there.
But yeah, it's a new year. You gotta show off what's new.
Yep. What is it? Become excited to it's like hurry up and consume, and then become excited for new things to consume. However that meme phrase goes. So yeah, you go down, and it's Thursday, getting into the afternoon. This part of Pacifica is doing pretty well. There are actual finished buildings here. Now, where you're going, it's not approximate to where the Glasshouse Atrium is, because it's not right next door, but it is close enough, especially for the type of lot it is. This is kind of that for the little people. Although if it's like a public utility lot, it is most likely owned by Night Corp. But I mean, it's not like Ma and Pa. I live next to the stadium, and so I'll rent my front yard for $20 for someone to park in. But so yeah, we'll say that Janos Oren here is technically a Night Corp employee who is the manager of lot. I don't know.
Do it. It's called
Lot
101.
G.
Or that.
I looked at my monitor and that was a letter on it. So Lot G is what Janice Oren manages, which is, it's as good of a Goldilocks as you're going to get for what you're searching, all things considered.
As
Go on.
walking into the structure, I tell Drake to send D-Rez like a running transcript of my end of the conversation with him.
Got it.
About to get flooded with notifications.
When I get up in there, I ride the elevator up to wherever their security office is.
Well, the security office in this case, like, this isn't a grand structure. This is a parking lot that has like a booth.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, usually like the main security office in those city buildings is like somewhere in the mid-level. There's just a room that is the security room.
Oh no, so well, either due to my misunderstanding or let's roll into it for role play, he is at the booth. So maybe
Yeah,
you expected to meet him at his
expected.
office. He probably has the office, but he is at the booth actually working the lot.
Ah, there's the man I came to see. How are you doing?
Oh, you're JP, right?
That's right.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. It's always one damn thing. He trundles up to the driver's side. He leans over. Big fella. So the car leans to the side too as he's leaning in the window. Mm-hmm. No, you go that way. Yeah. You really can't miss it. You need it in your GPS? You do? Whew. All right. Hold on. Trundles back out to the guard shack. Sorry. You know how it is. I'm a busy guy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's why I'm here, because I heard you're a busy guy.
You're gonna get one of these anyway. So he puts a device on the windshield. I'll take it off when you leave. That'll help you find it too. Your code should be on the back. You can read it through your windshield. All right. Yeah, just plug it in. It'll tell you which parking lot to go, or which spot to go to. Car drives off. It's getting to be lunch. There's going to be a lot more people. Fortunately, most of them are leaving the lot for it. I'll help you as I can. What do you need, JP?
Well, I'll just cut straight to the chase, my man. I bring an opportunity. I got a sweet third-party liaison gig between Lazarus Security and City Hall. And I went down to City Hall. And this lady, I think Lacey, her name was, said that if I was going to sign any of these contracts, it'd have to be with the head of security. But before we can sign any of these contracts, I have to have one of Lazarus Security's netrunners come in and verify that there's no viruses in your system.
Well, I mean, it's just something that Night Corp would do.
Well, like I said, Lacey said it's your lot, so it's on you. You're the one that has to tell me yes or no, boss.
All right. Well, hold on. He goes into the booth. He starts tip-a-tapping on the computer. Saying or doing anything?
He'll just reiterate, the netrunner just needs to get in for, 5 minutes, sweep the system. Then she'll be gone, and then we'll send over the contracts. They're setting up that big gala thing, and that's what Lazarus Security's here about. They've set up this contract with City Hall to provide surveillance.
Yeah, I heard
sure
about
that
that. Doubt any of them are going to park out this way, though. Not with the machines that I expect are going to show up. Hell, I think the vehicles that are going to be at that place are going to be worth more than the building, even when it's complete.
Yep, but people that might be, oh, I don't know, say perhaps doing nefarious things to the people in those other structures might come and park in the city parking lot. You understand?
Ah, shit. No, I don't have a message or a mail or anything about getting any sort of a security upgrade. I'm gonna have to phone this in.
Well, I don't think that's necessary. Like I said, I already have the contracts ready. I just need to have the Netrunner verify. Why don't you just, have a nice lunch on me? And he pulls out a couple of hundred eddies.
Along with a couple hundred eddies, can I hear a boop in our chat?
To aid him,
Mhm.
can I try and forge an email?
If you maybe if you were there, but this is all before you were on scene.
Next, I'm driving you.
How much are you? So what is a couple hundred also? Because that will definitely modify the DV.
Oh, a couple hundred usually means two, but if he'll
Two?
take, less than that because I'm awesome at haggling and bribery.
Well, I mean, if you're paying them two, then that'll affect the outcome.
Oh yeah, the initial offer is two, and then I'm gonna try and haggle him down 10% because, I'm a fixer. But let's see if we can get him with two on our bribery test.
Yep. See if he'll take the bribe first. He could be one of those stupid, upstanding citizens that does his job.
He could be one of those. I'm gonna
Useless
put
alone.
4 points of luck.
To really hope he's not.
Upstanding citizens in Night City? It's more likely than you think.
And as I, tell him to have a good lunch, I also tell him, the contract's quite lucrative. You're looking at getting a pretty good bonus for signing with Lazarus. Well, I went to my roll ability. Lip reading? Nope. There it is. And 4 luck.
Nice. All right.
So 20.
Whew. Well, I suppose I could use a really good lunch. Not that I could use the extra weight. So, you may very well be here as an advisor. I can tell you're not here as a ripper doc looking after my health. Not with that kind of lunch money.
Then I'm going to say, though obviously my associate's going to have to pay for parking. Wink, wink. Haggling check. Which is a 22.
I gotcha.
So I hand him 180 eddies. Keep 20 in my pocket.
Just make sure your friend gets here when I'm on my lunch break.
That is the plan.
With my size and how small this shack is, I have an unfortunate tendency to hit buttons and switches on the way out.
It does happen from time to time, doesn't it?
You paid in cash, right?
That's right.
He does the riffle and smell. Like, real money. Physical money.
I know it's getting rarer and rarer these days. But you can buy anything with it, which is a lot better than just being able to buy stuff out of a store. If you know what I mean. Being a third-party liaison does have its perks. So you go enjoy that lunch. My associate will be here in just a few minutes, and then I'm sure she'll be out of there before you come back.
Oh, well, speaking of associates, hey, Tim, I'm about ready to go on lunch. Come here for a second. They have a bit of an exchange, as he, as, Janos here, gets up. It's a, it's a usual shift change anyway. He's getting relief for his lunch break. Younger guy comes in, who just kind of gives you a nod, like a hello, and as Janos gets up to leave, his very clumsy sausage fingers mash something on the keyboard, and all right, well, he's redundantly telling it to his lunch break, but obviously it's to you too, JP. I'll be back in an hour. In fact, I might even take a little bit of extra time. I'm feeling a little extra peckish.
Might try that new sushi place I heard about across town.
I don't know if I can trust the fresh stuff. Man, at least kibble, you know where it's been. It's sanitized.
Yeah, but it's also been baked longer than your mama's pie.
Is that an insult?
That was an insult on kibble making.
Well, still. I don't know. I'll find something. Anyway, Tim here will take care of you and your associate if you need him. Isn't that right, Tim? Yes, sir. Good boy. And he goes off. He walks over to his own vehicle that's parked in the lot, and he drives up, reaches up, takes this like patch off the windshield, and tosses it in the the return basket, and then he drives off.
They make him pay for his own parking while he's at work. That's dystopia.
Wouldn't you know, Dust Rattler shows up not long after.
Well, hey there.
All right. Well, you know the part.
Indeed.
Excuse me, sir. I have to fix this to your windshield if you're parking.
This is the Lazarus agent, Tim. One that your boss just told you about.
Well, right, but isn't this car parking? I was
No, it's
told
only
that
gonna be
it's
here.
taken care of.
That's right. It's taken care of, which means you don't have to put that little thing on it.
But that
Only gonna be
means that
5 minutes.
he's
In his confusion,
thoroughly
I just
confused.
wave out back forward.
If it's taken care of, then that means he gets the thing on his windshield because it's paid for. What am I missing?
It's paid for. You don't put it on. Come on that way.
All
Right
right.
on through.
I'm driving through.
All right, Tim. You keep the front safe.
Yeah, well,
And then we're gonna go up to where the security booth is.
well, you're at it. It's like it's a booth for the lot. Like it's an in-out.
Oh, I see. We
Yeah.
don't have a more
Separate
secure.
security office.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he probably has like a city office that he goes to for
right.
something. But
I was just thinking like a more secure spot for the Netrun to sit, rather than just right at the front booth. But if that's where you want it, then yeah, I'm just like out back, pull around to the other side. I'll hold open the door for D-Res to get into the booth. All right, Tim, you might want to move unless you really want to, do your duty and squeeze in there with another person.
I'm gonna need a little bit of space.
oh well, I mean, I probably shouldn't. He steps out.
Thank you.
You
I'll
said
help
you're
him.
from Lazy Susan or something?
Lazarus Security.
And what's that?
Security firm, one of the best.
Well, if it's one of the best, why haven't I heard of it?
She takes her personal link and starts talking after
Because you work at a city lot, son. When have you ever worked with the best?
Well, I know that Night Watch, or not Night Watch, Night Corp has there's Net Watch and Night Corp, and then Night Watch. Yeah, they have some pretty good people. In fact, there's a really nice lady over at the convention center yonder. She parks over here time and again.
Yeah. Does she have a $200,000 car?
No, I don't think it is.
Well, Lazarus Security protects $200,000 cars.
Huh.
Or, multi-million-dollar private jets. The estates of millionaires and billionaires and CEOs. Well, that's probably why you haven't heard of them.
Yeah, but here's the real question. Are they full of assholes? I get to work with real people. Miss Dietz is a mighty fine lady.
Well, that's the fun part, my boy. I'm just the liaison. I'm just a paper pusher in the middle.
No,
Get
I
a
thought the
little
name
slice
was
of the pie.
Lazarus.
But that is the security firm that I am here for, yes. Listen, Tim. You focus on making sure none of these guys get past without a tracker. Look, that one's about to drive through right now.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right. Well, hold on, Mr. Lazarus liaison. I can't keep this shit straight. Goes over.
I'm already plugged in with my personal link to the terminal to
Takes one of the
look at
trackers.
the NetArc.
What are you hoping to do?
I'm looking to see if I can mostly map the net architecture. I've got to breach in and then see if I can find how long it's going to take me to get to a control node for the security cameras.
Okay, you want to get to the cameras of this parking lot.
Yes.
Okay.
You could also speed run to the bottom floor and make
And plant a
yourself
virus too. Yeah.
admin level.
Okay.
I want to see if there's going to be anything to keep you from speed running down to the bottom though. I'm gonna breach in and then do a thingy where I can map out the architecture ahead of me.
Pathfinder.
All right. Let's do this then. Hold on. Don't whip anything into the chat yet. Let's get up and take a quick break because it's 11:30. That will give me time to whip up a quick little net run, and then when we come back, we can pick up with that and continue on with your planning, purchasing, renting, all this other stuff that you're doing before the job.
Cool beans.
So, all right, everyone out in the audience, get up and stretch, do what you got to do. We'll be back shortly, about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll pick up, and I'll have a little. We'll do a fun little net dive and continue on from there. So hold on tight.
Hooray.